It's videos like this one that just pull it all together. I made this video about 2 years ago and I just never got the chance to edit it and upload it. I wasn't crazy about the design, however the recipe was so good, so just for that alone I have to share it. But just know, being a couture cakeista comes with responsibility, and if I had done this today, would have hooked those donuts up. They would have been the prettiest donuts ever. So I am going to be doing some more donuts just to make up for the design, the lack of that is going on. I'm going to be making pumpkin spice and apple cider baked cake donuts. And at the time I was actually gluten-free. Now I'm not eating gluten at all. Once again, don't judge me on the design. It's very simple. You can call it classic donuts. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell. You get my face like, ting, I just baked something. Come and watch it. I went too low. I think I've been holding on to a baby cold for about 2-3 weeks now, and I'm just like, what's going on? Let's get started. Remember to check the description for all of the exact measurements here, okay, cakeistas? So let's get started. This recipe is so simple because you can do it all by hand. So we're going to start off by adding all of our dry ingredients to the bowl and whisking it up so that we kind of get it nice and aerated and sifted. Sugar, cream of tartar, baking soda, and one of my favorite spices of all time, cinnamon. Yum. Oh, don't forget the salt. You definitely need salt in all of your baked good recipes. I'm going to be using this Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. I heard that it's like the closest thing that you could get to actual all-purpose flour. It looks pretty good. I ain't mad at it. Definitely looks like flour. Okie dokes, I like to make a little bit of a flour mess because it helps me to remember what a delicious day that I had. Okay, so sift all of this together with your whisk. Let it snow. Now we're going to add our wet ingredients. We're going to add our melted butter. Make sure that it's melted. I feel like I said better. If I said better or butter, I'm not mad at it either way. Make sure that it is completely cooled. Our whole egg, as well as our vanilla extract, and give this a stir. But now we're going to split our batter into two so that we can go further with our donut making. So to one bowl, I'm going to add my pumpkin puree, along with some milk, and then in the other bowl we're going to do our apple cider. So we're going to mix this, of course, until the consistency is completely smooth. Beautiful. Yes, ma'am. I'm using a silicone donut pan. I am still going to spray it with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Each one should fill up a thing of 6 donuts. We're gonna bake both of these at 350 degrees. Remember to preheat your oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Who is going to let me know when these are ready, so that I can put in my next batch? I appreciate you. Now that all of my donuts are out of the oven and fully cooled, my apple cider and my pumpkin spice, I'm going to move on and make the glaze for them. For the pumpkin, I'm thinking something cream cheese-like, so a cream cheese glaze, and then a maple syrup glaze, which is going to be delicious. basically confectioner sugar, maple syrup, a little bit of milk, and a dash of salt. Whisk everything until it makes a really delicious thick glaze. Honestly, I feel like the thicker the better for this one. During the dippage process, I realized that the donuts are a little bit too soft to easily dip, so I just decided to pour my glaze on top. And then you're just gonna set them aside for a few minutes and allow the glaze to harden and crust over, and oh my goodness, I'm going to move on to the pumpkin. You'll notice that the pumpkin donuts are a little bit fluffier and a little bit more firm, but still super soft and moist. They look gorgeous. And I'm going to do a little bit of confectioner sugar and a little bit of cream cheese, some vanilla. I also added some cinnamon to this as well. And I just whipped it up by hand and just made a quick cream cheese glaze. I smeared it on like I'm making homemade donuts, like I'm not trying to impress anyone. Before the glaze dries, you can add fall themed sprinkles. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Check the description for the link to the recipe, and I'll see you guys soon. Couture and pumpkin spice and apple cider donuts. Bye guys. They didn't puff up as much as I thought that they would. I could have definitely took that batter all the way to the top of the baking pan for sure. Delicious donuts. I don't really think that you could go wrong. Next time I will be making like the real donuts that you fry, and I'll be making them look really pretty and gorgeous. Maybe with, you know, frosting and chocolate. I don't know. The sky is the limit. I do have a Cake Needs to comment for you guys today. Today's Cake Needs to comment is going to go to Lee M. Hi Lee, I love your comments. You comment a lot. Can I just say your profile picture is everything. Lee M commented on my blueberry cheesecake video. In that video I asked, what does your house smell like right now? Lee's house smells like onions and kielbasa. Sugar-free pudding, genius. Thank you, Lee. I made onions and kielbasa the next day. I said, man, you know when you could like smell it and then you could just kind of taste it, and you're like, that's a good idea. Now you've got a taste for some onions and some sausage. A little bit of oil in your pan, a cast iron skillet preferably. I always like to split my sausage down the center so that I get that nice brown crispy inside and edge on the outside. Now you're caramelizing your onions, you're cooking your sausage. Once that's about halfway cooked, add some slices of potatoes, right? Maybe a little bit of chicken stock, just a little bit of chicken stock, okay? Then you put the lid on so that the potatoes get tender, and it kind of will make a little bit of a sauce. Then at the end, turn that heat up, little mama. Get those potatoes nice and browned. Oh, man, what I wouldn't do for a potato right now. Thank you so much, Lee, for commenting. And if you would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, Cake Nieces.